For centuries, Native Americans fought to stay on their land. But in 2026, for many, staying is no longer an option. A perfect storm of politics, money, and climate is forcing a new exodus. Welcome to Mystic Trails. We found 10 states where Native communities are hitting a breaking point. Is your state on the list? Number 10, Alaska. Here, the crisis is carved directly into the land. Alaska is warming faster than almost anywhere else on Earth. Permafrost, the frozen ground entire villages are built on, is melting. For communities like Newtok and Kivalina, the ground beneath their homes is collapsing. Coastlines are eroding, houses sink, roads crack. Some villages are being forced to relocate completely. This isn't just moving to a new neighborhood, it is trying to move an entire culture before the ocean swallows it. And every step of that move is slow, painful, and extremely expensive. Number 9, Mississippi. The Mississippi Band of Choctaw Indians has built a powerful economic engine in the state. Casinos, enterprises, jobs. But that success is not shared equally. Many young, educated Native Americans in Mississippi still struggle to find real opportunity. Limited chances for higher-paying careers, limited access to advanced education. This creates a serious brain drain. The most ambitious and educated young people often leave. They head to larger cities, other states, better-paying jobs. Many do not come back. Number 8, New Hampshire. The problem here is not what is present, it is what is missing. New Hampshire is the only state in New England with 0 state-recognized tribes, no official recognition, no dedicated cultural funding, no tribal health centers supported by state policy. That lack of infrastructure has real consequences. Between 2010 and 2020, the number of Native children in New Hampshire dropped by about 35%. Families do not always leave in a dramatic wave. Instead, they slowly move to states where Native communities have stronger recognition, more programs, more support. On paper, it looks like a quiet demographic shift. In reality, it is a slow erasure from the map. Number 7, New York. New York City has the largest urban Native population in the entire country. Generations have built tight-knit communities there, especially in parts of Brooklyn and Queens. But the cost of living is exploding. Rents are soaring. Wages are not keeping up. For many Native families, staying in the city is becoming impossible. People are being pushed into smaller, more crowded spaces, or out of the city, or even out of the state entirely. This is not just an economic move. When a family leaves, they leave behind a support network, friends, community centers, cultural events. The urban Native community becomes scattered. And once those networks are broken, they are very hard to rebuild. Number 6, South Dakota. Here, the crisis is a matter of life and death. Recent data shows stark health disparities. About half of Native residents in South Dakota die before the age of 58. For white residents, the median age of death is around 80. That gap is enormous. Many tribal lands in South Dakota are maternity care deserts, places where there are no local services for pregnant women, no hospital nearby, no delivery unit, sometimes no doctors at all. Families are forced to travel long distances just to receive basic care, or they go without it. This pushes many people towards cities or other states where they can access hospitals, specialists, and consistent treatment. The choice is brutal. Stay on your land and risk your health, or leave to survive. Before we enter the top 5, here's a quick challenge for you. You know about the U.S. Constitution, but did you know that one Native American Confederacy's political system is believed to have influenced it? Which confederacy was it? Think about your answer. We will reveal it after we cover our number 1 state. Number 5, California. California has the largest Native American population of any state. From the far north to Los Angeles and San Diego, Native communities are everywhere. But California is also ground zero for a devastating housing crisis. In cities like Los Angeles and the Bay Area, rent is sky high. Home prices are out of reach. Native Americans face some of the highest rates of homelessness in these regions. Even those with jobs may struggle to afford stable housing. Longtime Native neighborhoods are changing fast. People get priced out. They move further out of the city or leave the state entirely. The California dream of opportunity runs into a simple reality. You cannot build a future if you cannot afford a place to live. Number 4, North Carolina. Here, the main threat is an emerging one: rural gentrification. Scenic rural areas are drawing developers and outside investors. New vacation homes, retirement communities, tourism projects. As new money flows in, property values rise. Taxes go up. The cost of living climbs. Communities like the Lumbee and the Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians have lived on these lands for centuries. But rising costs slowly squeeze out lower-income families. This is not yet a massive wave of migration, but the pressure is building. If trends continue, more Native families may be forced to move away from the very places that hold their deepest history. Number 3, New Mexico. In New Mexico, economic struggle and climate change are colliding. Many rural pueblos have faced limited job opportunities for generations. Now, climate change is making things worse. The Southwest is in a severe drought. Water is growing scarcer. Long-standing battles over water rights are becoming more intense. Rivers like the Rio Grande are under pressure. Infrastructure in some Native communities is aging and unreliable. For parts of the Navajo Nation and for many pueblos, this threatens both traditional farming and basic daily life. When water is uncertain and jobs are limited, families are pushed to search for stability elsewhere. Some head to nearby cities. Others leave the state. Each move chips away at the population and traditions rooted in rural New Mexico. Number 2, Arizona. Arizona's crisis is driven by extreme heat and a deepening water emergency. The state is at the heart of the Western megadrought. Temperatures break records year after year. Reservoirs and rivers shrink. For tribal nations in Arizona, this is not an abstract problem. It is daily life. Access to water is unequal. On the Navajo Nation, an estimated 30% of residents live without running water in their homes. Imagine hauling water just to drink, cook, and bathe. As water becomes scarcer and heat more intense, some parts of the state are becoming almost unlivable. The fight for a fair share of shrinking water sources is, for many tribes, a fight for existence itself. Families must decide, stay on ancestral land without reliable water, or move somewhere that can meet basic human needs. Number 1, Oklahoma. Oklahoma is the center of a political storm. In 2020, the Supreme Court issued a landmark ruling in McGirt versus Oklahoma. The court confirmed that large parts of eastern Oklahoma are legally Native reservation land. For many tribes, it was a historic victory for sovereignty. But the political reaction inside the state has been fierce. The governor and some state leaders have clashed repeatedly with tribal governments over policing, over taxes, over who has legal authority, who controls criminal cases in these areas, who collects certain taxes, who decides what happens in day-to-day life. This confusion has created a sense of instability. For many families, it feels like the ground rules of their lives are constantly shifting. People are not leaving Oklahoma in a single visible wave, but the ongoing conflict erodes trust in institutions. It makes it harder to feel secure about the future. When you do not know who is in charge, it is very difficult to plan a life. From melting permafrost in Alaska, to housing crises in California, to political battles in Oklahoma, a clear and troubling pattern emerges. A new kind of displacement is unfolding, not driven by a single law, not driven by a single war, but by a combination of climate change, economic pressure, housing shortages, health disparities, and political turmoil. These are not just numbers on a chart. They represent families, languages, ceremonies, and histories that reach back thousands of years. The historic fight to remain on ancestral land is not over, but the battlefield is changing. Now, the answer to our trivia question. The U.S. Constitution is widely believed to have been influenced by the democratic principles of the Iroquois Confederacy, also known as the Haudenosaunee. Their system of shared power and representative councils helped shape ideas about democracy long before the United States was founded. If you believe these stories need to be told, make sure to like this video, share it, and subscribe to Mystic Trails. Catch you on the next trail.